I like to master, all of the great elements. Um, Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Glad to see that we've got some people trickling in here. Nice to see you. Everyone, I hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a fantastic, fantastic Christmas. I hope everyone had a great holiday, and you still are having a great holiday with family and friends. I hope that that's been eventful. We're going to do it. Today we're going to do it. We're going to finish up on some of the work that we started just the other day with the Xbox. We uncapped a system. Now we're going to do a little bit of capacitor replacement on this bad boy. Nice to see you. Oh, this is Philum. Happy to join my first live Voltar event. Well, I'm so happy you're here. Let's go for the 100K. I'd love to get to 100,000 subscribers one day. That would be cool. Good. Glad to hear that your brother's recovering well. That's wonderful. That's excellent. Huge fan from the UK. Oh, Anthony, thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of your country. Thank you for, understanding that RGB should just be for everybody and in every CRT television. Yep. Still using that PVM and that S-Video. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Well, I'm going to need some help. Now, we've got a few people in here now, and I just want to ask, of the people in here, has anyone ever installed this piece of shit right here? I'm just curious. Nope. Okay, so Dark Heart's not installed this. Never had an Xbox. Well, let me tell you something. You're missing out. Okay, Jeff Banfield's got this going on, okay? Oh, Ivan, Feliz Navidad to you. God bless you and your families. Shalom, my brother. Unsuccessful in a version 1.0. Yes, and I'm waiting for the Open HD mod to replace it. Yeah, me too, Alistair. Me too. Well, I'm going to need some help. So I'm going to... Well, first of all, I'm going to put this link back in the chat. Now, I need you guys to help me because I'm going to be talking to chat. I've never done this revision, never done this kit before. If you guys could help me as we go along and keep me on track when we get to this. Now, first, we got to do the recap and make sure the system functions. But when we get to this, help me if you can. I'm going to send the link. Everyone go ahead and open this up. You guys are going to participate with me. Boom. Just go to that beta mail link up there that's in chat. And let's do it. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, Zolotrev. I'll watch you in Russia, my friend. Thank you. I can't remember how to say thank you in Russian, but I am honored. But what we're going to be installing, first of all, we got a few people in here now. I'll go ahead and talk about what we're going to do. This is a version 1.6 Xbox. This had some significant capacitor rot, and I've cleaned that, and we have removed those caps. And today, we will be installing some high quality, can't remember if these are Nishikon or Rubicon or... Yeah, we're going to be installing some super high quality capacitors to fix the capacitor issue. Then we're going to quickly test it to make sure we get video. Currently, the system wouldn't even post or boot because all of the smoothing capacitors on the voltage rail on the supply section were busted. We're going to replace those, and then we're going to install this. Now, we can... God, Jesus Christ. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to install this. Now, I want to... Does anyone want sort of like... should I go into the drama and backstory of this guy, or should we just forego all that and just get right to the mods? Just let me know. I can talk about this asshole all day long. Okay, so let's get into some of the drama. So I want to preface all this by saying allegedly. Allegedly, the creator of the Xbox HD Plus and the creator of Stellar, Make Megahertz, Dustin Holden, Google that name if you want to know more about Dustin, trust me, released, allegedly, the firmware for the Xbox HDMI or the Xbox HD Plus under a specific license. Now, the license was a GPL v3 or GPL v2. I can't remember which one it is, but the important thing is the license that it was under a sanction that the firmware could be distributed and shared. Of course, one of the stipulations of that license is that anything that you do, any modifications, any edits that you make, despite them not honoring the license in the first place by not sharing the source, that you would have to offer and make available any changes that you made to the firmware. Well, here's what happened. This product came along, and it was known as the Xbox HDMI, later changed names and became the Xbox HD Plus. This is the HDMI kit, and we have a DAC on here. And this DAC is controlled by an MCU, by a memory controller, a micro memory controller. And so this kit was an independent thing. It did not require, it ran on a very limited M8 BIOS, the Mate, but ultimately it didn't require this thing. The original kit did not require any special hopped up BIOS. The memory controller was removed from the Xbox HD Plus, and all of those operations and all of those responsibilities were moved to this, which is called Project Stellar. This is a mod chip. It is a BIOS replacement, but it is also a mod chip. And the memory controller functionality is all embedded right in here. Excuse me, right in here. One or the other. So, the microchip, the memory controller, the microcontroller, the MCU was removed from the HDMI kit, meaning you were then gridlocked. You were then gridlocked into buying this product just so that you could have this product. This didn't set well with a vast majority of people. Fortunately, adding the memory controller that was removed, the microcontroller, is very simple. It's just a $2 part off AliExpress and you can add it back. Well, Dustin didn't like that, and so he issued a DMCA request to a very, very popular and important research and information hub for us all, Console Mods. Well, the community certainly didn't like that, and the moment that he did that, it would appear that relatively soon afterwards, somebody went into the GitHub for this project and they removed all mentions of this being under a free GPL v3 or v2 license, the firmware. So that was also extremely shady. So in other words, Dustin Holden, as far as I'm concerned, I don't trust that person, and I don't think that he's a good maker in the community. I think he's extremely disingenuous, and there are a bunch of other things that I could talk about, but I'm not willing to right now. But I think that he is sort of the kingpin of deception. I don't know. I think of Pixel FX and I think of Make a Megahertz, and I think that if I were to put them on a sliding scale, I would say that this person is more the company behind this, to me, seems to be more this is just, in my opinion, a con. This is just a big con. I think that this product, customers are always going to have a problem when you take away features so that you can make more money on the back end for something else that you want to sell. And I think that when you're unscrupulous about that, and especially when that's been brought to the surface and you remove any mentions of the firmware for this original thing, being under a sort of share-alike license where you can have access to the firmware, you can dump the firmware, you can do whatever you want to do. Nobody was selling anything. No one was doing anything like that, even if they could, even if they were, as far as the license is concerned, even if they were within their right to do that, nobody was even doing that. The problem is people just wanted to restore the functionality to this thing with a $3 part, and that was fine. And the fact that he removed literally probably a 40-cent component from this just so that he could sell this thing allegedly, that's just absolutely in poor taste. Now, the Xbox scene is actually pretty cool, and there have been some developments that work around this. And there's an alternative that's coming out that's based off the same thing, as far as I'm concerned, that this is based off of, because this isn't really necessarily a completely original product either. There's an open source Xbox HDMI kit that's been available for years and years and years, and effectively this is, as far as I'm concerned, just about the same thing, which is perfectly fine. But the point is there are options coming along that are going to let us just wash our hands of this guy. You know, I used to think that Dustin was a pretty good dude. I really did. But there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that you guys really aren't privy to, and I only talk about it so much, and other people only talk about it so much because, to be honest with you, I don't like drama, but I don't like people being taken advantage of. Just like with Pixel Effects, as far as that situation is concerned, you know, your money is valuable. You guys work hard for your money. I appreciate that and respect that. I know what it's like to have to I know what the idea of valuing a dollar. I know what that's like. So I'm never going to sit by idly and let things like that go unanswered. So having said that, I hope that brings a little bit of light to this whole situation. Okay? Don't like the drama. I just call out the bullshit, especially when money's involved. Do whatever you want to do on your personal life. Do whatever you want to do on your own time. But when it comes to people giving you money for something and you're being less than genuine or gracious about it, you've got my detention. And that's the last person that you want on your ass is me, believe me. Because I like to do a lot of men in the ass. So here we have it. Okay, anyone here from the Xbox scene? Okay, we've got Harcroft here. Good guy. He's one of the people. Harcroft, by the way, is one of the people who have been working on polishing up the existing work by that Ryze 193017 to the fifth power guy that is coming up with his own, or their own. It's not his. It's an open source project that's been collectively contributed to a good Xbox HDMI solution. Having said that, okay. So, is that to bring everyone up to speed? Does anyone have any questions about this controversy before? I mean, did I leave anything unanswered? Is there anything you'd like me to talk about before we get started? Okay. Yeah. Made the great Xbox 360 to original controller kit. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Okay. Listen. All other questions, please hold. So, let's start with this. I think this is all ready. I think I've already disassembled this from several days ago. I just didn't have the caps. So let's go ahead and start pulling this out. Okay, we'll pull the hard disk tray out. And then we'll pull the optical. Well, here's a good question. Joining in a bit late, are any of the HDMI solutions able to maintain the original AV port for use by CRT purists? Well, unfortunately, to my understanding, none of the Make Megahertz solutions keep the AV port intact. As a matter of fact, we'll be removing it. As for modifying this, I don't see why you couldn't put this somewhere else and just put a little male-to-male adapter in here and create just a little panel mount connector that you'd have to jam a hole in the plastic. But I don't know, because then you see you have to also do some things to the component port or the AV out port. So there's some GPIO that's attached. There's some GPIO that's attached to this port down here, and based on the logic state, certain video modes become available, certain things become unavailable, and so I don't know It would require a lot of soft switching. You would have to have a lot of connections, and then the memory, you'd have to have a microcontroller just to tie certain things high and low probably to the AV port. So I think that would be a little bit more involved, and I don't think that anyone's doing that currently, but it's certainly possible. Oh, so he has a micro, okay. I thought for some reason, maybe I'm misremembering, or maybe you still do anyways, that you had to link certain pleated through holes to pull things low and pull things high, so that that was already set. Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay, we'll get to it. I'm not listen. First of all, I am not I'm not an Xbox HDMI expert, anything like that at all. I'm a newbie, and I'm not a newbie to this system, but I am a newbie to all that stuff. I never really played with it very much, but I'm really interested in it. So let's try this. Let's carefully pull this out. Okay. And I'm going to move this out of the way too. This should just take us a moment. Now the capacitors that I'm going to be replacing, I'm not going to replace all of them because it's just not necessary. I'm going to be replacing that smoothing the capacitor, that smoothing cap, that smoothing cap, that smoothing cap, and that smoothing cap. So we'll be replacing 5 capacitors. Let's get these out. Okay, I really can't answer questions like that. I'm so sorry. Chat, if people are asking questions that are sort of off base, that's perfectly fine. If you know the answer, if you have any input, have a discourse about it. Just have a discourse about it. Jesus. Okay, so here's what we got. We got our capacitors here. I don't know. Yep, okay, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start putting these in. So the way I do this is I just plop the capacitor in there. I'll zoom in just a bit. Now this is kind of an interesting technique. I learned this from a movie called Debbie Does Dallas back in '97. But I take a finger and I hold the cap totally flat against the board. Actually, hold on. Let me show you what I do. This just makes my job easier, especially some of these radial caps and some of these through-hole caps. They don't have very long leads. I'll show you what I do. I'm going to take and I'm going to generously fill the bottom of the base, the belly of this tip of the solder, just like that. I'm going to put this iron down now. Got our cap here. I'm going to hold it in position like this. Now watch very carefully. I'm going to make sure that's good and flat against the board. I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, zoom in just like that. That's a pretty good shot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just a drop of flux. I'm just going to come in here with my syringe and advance this, just like that. Go ahead and do the other one too if you'd like. Doesn't take much. I'm going to come right in here. Now, I've got my tip loaded. I'm just going to do a contacting technique like this. Watch carefully. We're going to transfer that solder into position. We're going to transfer it like that. That's not a nice joint. It's just going to hold my work. Well, it was going to hold my work, but then I had to let it go, didn't I? Okay. Let that cool. Now we're going to let this go. Where am I at? Oh, I'm right here. No? Where am I? Okay, I'm right there. Okay. So, now we can let go and we can just come in here and we can just very carefully feed some solder into position like this. Come right in here. Let's do a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure it soaks in thoroughly like that. Boom. Come in here. Come off to the side. Just like that. Sorry that the light's not bouncing on that properly, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to just touch this joint up. Do a 2 count. 1, 1002 count. Like that. Oh, I made a mistake. That's a very thick ground. And come off of it. You know what? I think I need my... Yeah, this is just running cold. Hold on. See, it's running cold. Let me get my other tip. I have this tip... Oh, damn it. I have this tip calibrated to a certain temperature, and I have this tip over here calibrated to a temperature that's more conducive for a thick multi-layer 1.6... Damn it, I didn't mean to drop that in there. 1.6 millimeter thick board. So let me just get this up to temperature here, and we'll use this. Ah, oh, damn it. Come on. You son of a bitch! Oh, there we go. Okay, so where were we? Right here? Ooh, yeah, look at that. It was just running cold. The iron was running cold. I don't want to calibrate that. I want to keep that as it is. So I'm just going to move to this case series here, and I'll watch this. Like butter. Just like that. And we are in like Flynn. Beautiful. Perfect joint. Come over here. Squirt the juices on it. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that residue. Now, does this residue hurt anything? Absolutely not. It is of no consequence to keep this on there, but I'm a clean freak. Sometimes I leave it, sometimes I don't, but it just looks much nicer when you do. Let me just clean that. Oh yeah, let me clean it, Daddy. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we're in good shape. So let's keep going. We'll pick another cap here. Pop a cap in that quote unquote. You know what? Hold on, I can straighten it up just a little bit nicer. That's better. Okay. So one down. Let's go ahead and stuff this cap right here. Okay. Now I'm actually going to take this K-series tip right here. Now watch carefully. I got a lot of solder on there already, and that's fine. Just douse it. Just bathe that tip in solder. Get it ready. Move it to the side. Make sure you've got the cap flat against the board, which we do. I'm going to come right in here. There we have it. That's a pretty good angle, I'd say. And we're going to just get a little bit of flux. Doesn't take much. Just get what's on the tip, basically. And I'm just going to make some contact here. Very carefully. This is in frame. Watch this. Okay, just holds it in place for me. That's all it's doing. It's just holding it in place. Come right in here. Set this down. Whoops. Put a little flux in there. Perfect. Doesn't take much. Okay, come right in here. I'm sorry if this is off. Is this off? Can you guys even see that? Yeah, you guys can see that. Okay, that's a thick ground. Just come in here. Beautiful joint like that. Let's clean up this joint. Make sure we're getting on heat. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. A little spritz of alcohol here. Beauty. Perfect. Okay, let's see. So we've got some down here. Right here we go. Perfect. Whoops. It's kind of a tricky spot. Oh, am I going to focus? I sure am. Okay. Come right in here. Drop a flux. Got a lot of solder on this tip. Still, look at that. It's obnoxious, but this keeps my hands free. So this nasty oxidized solder that's on the tip, that's really oxidized, that's why we preload our work here with flux, so that we can clean this solder as we deposit. So I want to hold this for 3. 1, 2, 3. Come off of it. Great. I can let it go. Come in here. Boom. Perfect. Now I'm going to clean my tip. I'm not going to clean my tip. I'm just going to put a little more flux on here on each side. Yeah, I am going to clean my tip. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to clean this up so we have nice wetted joints. Just like that. 1, 2. Beautiful. That's a beautifully wetted joint. Come right in here. 1, 2, 3. Come off to the side and work it off just like that. I'm going to change the lighting on this so you can see it, but it really doesn't get any cleaner than that. Now we're going to come in here with some alcohol. Where did we just do this? Where's my finger? Right here? Yeah, sticky. Sticky like your penis. All right, we're going to come right in here. We're just going to clean that off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, that's done. So we've got 3 caps done so far. Just moving right along here. Let's go to right. Ooh, where's my hand? Right there. Here we go. Now, obviously, we're making sure that the polarity is correct, and obviously, to do that, we've got a stripe running down our cap here, as you can see. It's a little blurry, but that is the polarity that we definitely don't want to violate, and we definitely don't want to reverse bias any of these capacitors. Okay. Whoops, sorry about that. It's getting a little out of hand here, but we've got that in position, so I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. That's kind of tricky. Now, this isn't... Why is this doing this? Sorry about that. It's kind of tricky. You've kind of got to learn how to hold these. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, to hold the capacitor and keep it relatively perpendicular to the motherboard, because, and I'll demonstrate that. But to hold it in position and hold it just right, come in here with some contact, with some solder that you've already got. Now look at that. Beautiful joint. I want to let it go. I want to come right in here. Okay. Probably don't even need to add any flux. I'm just doing that really for your benefit. So I don't, people get so scared about adding flux to things, and my whole philosophy has always been more is better. Like, flux is not going to harm anything. Like, you use it. Whoops. Use it. Use as much of it as you'd like, and I'm going to show you. Like, I'm having trouble getting a clean pull off this. The reason we're having trouble getting a clean pull off of this is because, well, let me get this back into frame here. The reason I'm having trouble disconnecting from this is because our flux is our solder has oxidized. I'm just going to put a drop of flux on there. I'm not going to do anything else. Just watch carefully. We're going to move in here and advance our tip in. Wait just a second. Come off. Well, I've taken... There. Did I take off R11 just then? Or was that... Did I just pull off a R11? I didn't take that off, did I? Because I have... I have... Whoops. Is this just a... Wait a minute. Is this just a capacitor I had on the workbench that my finger picked up? That's definitely just a capacitor. Did I take it? Okay. I'm pretty sure that this was just a capacitor that was on the workbench. Okay. Yeah. It scared me because I guess I didn't clean my workbench very well. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you do a lot of work and you do a lot of prototyping, you might miss a surface mount resistor or capacitor or two that's 0603 or 0805. Okay. All right. Let's see. So, anyways, flux. Don't be afraid of that flux. Use the flux. Use it beautifully. Don't worry about being overzealous with it. Clean your work, and when you get more efficient and when you develop a certain level of efficiency, you won't have to use nearly as much flux. But when you're starting and when you're doing anything, there is no such thing as too much flux, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's see, we've got to populate this bad boy. I think this is the last capacitor. Yes, this is the last capacitor that we're going to be replacing. We're going to jam that son of a gun right in there, right into the hole of Mount Olympus. Just like that. Now I'm going to hold it with my hand. See my finger? And we're going to just flip it. We're going to flip it over, and it is right in here. Now, once again, I'm going to just grab a drop of flux right here. I'm going to come right in here. Make a little contact there, let that wet. That's perfectly fine. I want to let it down so I can rest my hand a little bit. And I'm going to come right in here. And I might just add just a drop more. It's plenty. And I'll go ahead and touch up both. So I'm going to introduce solder on one side of the joint, as you can see. And I'm going to introduce the tip on the other side. And I'm just going to make sure we wet nicely. And I'm going to come off the joint just like that. I'll touch this one back up because I didn't really make good contact before. But I'm going to come right in here. Not really coming into contact at all with it right now. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Beautiful. Clean this up and we'll examine the joints and we'll make sure everything looks nice. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. Beautiful joints, beautiful fillets, nice union between plated through hole and component lead. So there, our recapping, just like that, is done. Recapping is not difficult, and really, if you get a process down, it doesn't take very long at all. If I wasn't taping this, shoot, I'd have had this done in half the time. But as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, for 1.6 revisions, and I have several here, and I've had several in my possession, It seems to me that the capacitors that most definitely fail are the supply smoothing caps right here. These are 330 microfarad, 6.3 volts. So these are most prone to failure. Chemistry, heat, location. These are all next to a heatsink, so they're exposed to a lot of heat. But more importantly, I think it's really the chemistry. During this time, during the early 2000s and the turn of the century, a lot of goofy things were going on with dielectric chemistry, and a lot of things were going on that were kind of goofy in the manufacturing process. Some of these liquid caps, like these electrolytics, were overfilled, and they just have a tendency to rupture after so many years. Some of them are using, so back in the day, it's kind of interesting to talk about. Back in the day, there was an absolute war on dielectric chemistries. There was a patent war, there was Cold War cloak and dagger stuff going on, people stealing recipes, and it was alleged that a certain very popular capacitor manufacturer bootlegged and made a counterfeit um, chemical profile for a competing capacitor's very stable, very high quality capacitor, and that wrecked a lot of electronics at the turn of the century. Okay, so a lot of things go into that. Well, we've got this. Why don't we go ahead, move stuff out of the way here. Let's shove this back in, and let's see if we've restored power to this, because this Xbox was just dead. There was no power. There was nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this back in. Nice and easy. Make sure all of our wires are out of the way, and they are. Okay, let's just gently put this into position here and grab all these. Ah, I hate that. Ah, that's so annoying. Ah, oh, daddy. Okay. There we go. Put this back into position. There we go, just like that. Perfect. Now that is power. Don't think we need to hook up all of the. Don't think we need to hook up all of the controller ports. I'll hook up controller port 1 and 2. Now I can't remember. We'll go ahead and we'll put in. We'll go ahead and put in the disk drive, because I'm curious to see if it works too. Okay. Move this down and flatten out of the way. Move this down and flatten out of the way. Rotate the Xbox so I can get the back. Hold on, guys. Sorry you can't see this. I'm just plugging connections in here. Okay, I'm not worried about keeping the fan connected because I am just really wanting to test functionality here. Okay, so there's the optical. Let's grab the hard disk. Maybe there's some data on here. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Doesn't have to be pretty. I'm not keeping this together. I'm just going to post it and see what we get. Leave this hanging out and poorly routed. That's perfectly fine too. Oh man, I can tell you back in the day, using the Xbox hot swapping method to boot a live Linux distro. I think it was Linux that ran. What was the tool called back in the day that you would use for hot swapping? You would wait for the hard disk to unlock, and then you would boot the. You would have your PC loaded in. XB, yeah, that's it. XVHDM 1.9. God damn, that brings back memories. That's how I did it back in the day. I even have a computer here saved that I've saved over the years because it had an IDE controller that still got along with it. Because that's getting kind of hard to find if you can. Well, you don't find it at all anymore. All right, let's move this. There's some other capacitor. So yeah, clearly that came off something. So let's test this. Had no power before, no post. We'll move this over here, and I'm going to get out some tools. Let's see. I need a power cable. Oh, God. Fucking pound my pussy. Oh, daddy. What are you talking about? Okay, now, I don't know if this guy's still around. Absolutely one of my favorite Xbox HDMI ADCs. Chimeric? I can't. Kekule, is that his username? Really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Super nice guy. Made the finest. This is years ago, and it still holds up today. The finest component to HDMI conversion apparatus. Even offered. It will digitally stream all of the Dolby formats, the surround sound formats, all of that stuff. Great. He did a tremendous job with that, and he's also got allegedly a nice breast. So that's always a winner, you know. It always matters. All right. I'm just kidding about his breasts. I wouldn't know. I would like to, but so I'm going to use HDMI here. So I'm going to put this together. Sorry, guys, I can't see anything right now. I am going to try to get in here and connect this shit up. All right. Okay. Okay, now we're going to pipe this through a Rejuvenating 4K. Okay, let's see what we got. So I'm going to... Okay, hold on just a moment. Okay, this is all connected. Okay, let me see. This is connected. Let me go grab... Hold on. Let me make sure that this is the right thing. Ah! Go and grab another egg. Go and grab another Xbox. Let's see. Okay. So we need to do some more troubleshooting. Unless I didn't connect something back properly. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let me pull this out. Let's pull this out. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's pull all this shit out. What do you say? Alright, pull it all out, Daddy. Pull it all out, Daddy. Alright. Let's just get all this out of the way. Let's see. I need... How many fuses are there on the Xbox 1.6? How many mainboard fuses are there? These are USB. These are USB. I don't think USB is important. The fan doesn't have to be connected. Oh my God. Are you serious? Did I really do that? Thank you, Harcroft. I thought for some reason, I thought that the USB on the... I thought that USB, for whatever reason, on player 1 and 2, that was also tied in to the reset and power buttons. I'm a tard. Yeah, all right. Let's just see if it posts up now. I'm not going to put anything back together. Maybe I am an idiot. Okay, there's that. Got that connected. And here's a question. Harcroft, does the drive and optical have to be connected for it to even post? Just curious. Not to power up. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so on the 1.0, the USB and then power and reset were on a little daughter board. Okay. So right now, make sure this is all good to go. Yep. I am not posting. Okay. So let's start. Does the power supply... What is the pinout for this? Xbox 1.6 power supply pinout. Okay. So pin 7, let's see if we got 3.3 volts standby. Oh, that's P. Oh, hold on. 1.6 connector. Okay. Okay. Pin. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where's my multimeter? Ah. But I don't think that we have. Well, I want to first know. I'm not interested in 5 and 12 volts right now. I want to know if we have... Well, yeah, okay. Is 5 and 12, are they all standby voltages, or do those only energize when the power supply is turned on with the 1.6? Are these all standby voltages always there, or do they only energize when you turn the thing on? Okay, so let's see. Pin 1 is power, okay. 3.3 volts standby. Pin 2 is ground. I'm assuming that orange. I'm assuming it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then on the other side 11, 12 up to 20. So these are 1 through 10, right? Is that right? Okay, so this is pin 1. Is this how they have this oriented? Because there's an arrow here. I'm assuming this is pin 1. Okay, hold on. Let me look. What's annotated here? It says 10. And this says 20. So to me it stands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Let's just buzz this out. Let's see. Yeah, that's ground. Okay. Can I get both of these in frame for everyone? All right, let's see. Oh, sorry guys. All right, let's see. Let's just see where ground is. So according to this, 2, 5, 6, and 7 are ground. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, let's see. Shit. 5, 6. Well, there is no 7 on this. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're all grounded. So let's see. Let's switch this over to DC. And let's see what we can find here. Switch my probes. So 1.1 is supposed to be 3.3 or 5 volts. Okay. So this is... Have they mixed this up? No, they couldn't have. 5 volts. 5 volts. Ground. 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 Floating, probably a tri-stated power pin. Okay, that's pushed to 0. Okay, so we have 5 volts standby. So did they get this mixed up? Let me pull this out. Is this maybe my graph here is just a POS? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, so that's the way this is referenced. Check it out. So you got pin 1, then down here you got pin 10, And then you got 11, and then you got 20. Okay, so let's just see. All right. Let's take a look. I don't think this is a supply issue. I think this is... Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. This is on that fucker Retro 6's side. I don't want to look at this crap. Who has a power supply pinout for the 1.6 that's, you know, reliable? I'm looking. Oh, wait. Okay, let's try this. So if I understand correctly, is it a matter of shorting? So this is power on and power okay. So do I just need to short in order to turn this on manually? Would I just need to short this pin to ground? Super chat, do you still recommend the his erection? And yeah, I do. The his erection and yeah, those are fine cables, absolutely. Okay, so pin blue. Here's the thing, all of these diagrams are very much so different. So blue is power supply on, right? Oh, good. There's a link. Thank you. I told you guys I was going to need your help. I was going to need it. Let's see. Pin 1. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, so just jump pin 1 and pin 2. Okay. That's right. I just don't understand why... That really bothers me. Q3F1? Whoops. Are we buffering? Okay. Let me look. Good. Okay. I think the rails here are fine. So you're saying that the power transistor... Okay, so the power supply is fine. There's nothing wrong with the output rails, and it's very clean. QC72. Okay, so let's turn this around. Let's back this out. Where would QC72 be? Is it in proximity to this? QF21, QF. Is that on the power supply itself, or is that... Let's see. All right, hold on. In this region? Okay, give me just a second. Okay. Here? Q7C2. Let's see. Let me ohm this out. Okay. Don't think it's busted. That ohmed out to be healthy. Let's think about this. Hold on, let's see. Okay. Okay, so that's ground. This is ground. Well, it was. No, it's not. Let's do something. I know where it's at now. Okay. Get out of there. All right, let me see. Let me get a little tool. I'm going to check something else real quick. Nope. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Let's see. If it drops below 3.3 volts, okay, let's take a look. So, real quick, what does this transistor do? Does this transistor, when you short the power on input of the power supply, does the power switch, okay, so this goes to the power switch. The power supply is directly connected. Yeah, okay, I got you. So the power supply is what does the transistor drive? So the power supply, when you press the button, does the transistor bias and turn this on by opening and closing the power supply on pin? Okay, so it applies standby power to the microcontroller. All right, so here's a question. In the 1.6, remember, I'm new. When you have the 1.6 plugged in, is this transistor always energized, providing that standby power, right? And there should be a solid, rigid 3.3 volts coming out of the base or the. Is this a PNP or NPN transistor? Anyways, okay, let's check that. Let's check it. Just feeling for heat. All right. I want you guys to see what's happening at all times. So we've got this. I don't think you guys can see this. I was trying to do it in a way that it would be viewable. Is this viewable at all? Kinda? What if I put this up here? I want you guys to be a part of this, because we're having fun together. Okay, this might work. Alright, let's see. Alright, so. That's pretty good. Now, you guys can see Q7. Okay, you guys can see that pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to grab a ground. I think this is ground. No? Let's see, is this ground? Yeah, that's ground. Okay, so let's see. Right in here, well, you guys can't see. Okay, let's try that. Now let's push here. That should be ground. Nope. Okay. Looks like it's oscillating. You see that? Looks like this is oscillating. Or is it just my shaking hands? It's probably just my shaking hands. Okay, so we've got a 5-volt supply. And we've got, is this like the drain? We've got, yeah, okay, that should be normal. And then right here we should have a 3-volt supply. No, or is this ground? Okay, so right here. Okay, so that's ground. I'm assuming. I'll check it in a second. And then here. We've got 400 millivolts, between 350 and 430 millivolts. And then we've got a 5-volt supply coming in. It's quite clean. Well, it's not very clean. No, that's not my hands. Should it be oscillating like that? Hey, Phil, nice to see you. Thank you so much, and glad to see another Kentuckian here. Okay, so what we've determined is we've got a busted transistor. So the cap work is great, but we have to replace this transistor. What is the make and model of this transistor? I wonder if I got one on a... Hey. Can I replace it? Hey, question. It's not doing me any good right now. So my question would be... Oh yeah, I want you hard. For the purposes of repairing in this video, I can always order one, but could we pull it off of this board? Does this board have a comparable transistor that's the same? That's the same? No? I don't even know. What is this, a 1.3? 1.4? I am cute. Thank you. Okay, so unfortunately, guys and girls, what's that part number? Can you borrow? What is the? Can somebody link me that part number again? Maybe I have something here I can make work. Somebody shoot that part number in chat, and I will look and see. Surprised they didn't use like a little MOSFET or something for that. That's really interesting. Well, let's see what. I need to know what kind of transistor it is. So if anyone's got the part, thank you, Andrew. So we just need to. Okay, let me look at the. Let me look at this. Well, I want to look at the collector current specifically. Let's see. 225, 300. DC current gain, base cutoff current. Okay, so I need a PNP transistor. Hey guys. I have an idea. I have a very unfortunately good idea. You guys are going to love this. I don't think I have any SOT23 transistors here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I do. I have a... I think I might actually. Give me just 1 second. From years ago when I designed the IFU RGB, I drove composite video through a PNP. I made a little voltage follower with a PNP. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Daddy. Daddy, no. Daddy, don't do it. It's not worth it. Let's see. Those are bypass systems. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, not in there, not in there, not in there. Okay, just a second. Oh, God, get that off. Okay, 1 second. Wonder why that resistor's so prone to failing. Look in here. No, not in here. That is a SOT 323. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just trying to find... I've got something here we can use, certainly. Let me look very carefully here. No. 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 I've got a bunch of general purpose. You know, it'd be hysterical if I had a through hole like 3906. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here's something cool I'll show you guys that I made 25,000 years ago. What's in here? Oh, here we go. Okay. Ah. You want to go? You want to take a blast from the past here? You know what this is? So back in the day, this was probably 12 or 13 years old, like 2010 probably. Back in the day, when you wanted to read off the EEPROM off of the original Xbox, you could build a cable. I was so tired of those cables getting busted and broken. So I just designed this little jig so that you could bit bang the EEPROM. I can't remember what the software was called. Anywho, that's pretty hysterical. That's hysterical. You would connect your RS-232 here, your serial cable, and then you would have a little clip here. You could fit a little SOP clip. You would just clamp it onto the EEPROM, and you just read it off, or you could manually wire it in. Yeah, Pony Prog, that's it. Yep, long time ago. Now, I don't know what these are. You guys might have to help me. I don't remember. Let's pull one out. Can anyone read this? Hold on. I'll get it to focus. Let me turn it upside right. We need to identify this part, people. Whoops, 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 whoops. Hold on. I can't see that and hold it at the same time. That's the problem with SOT 23 stuff. Is this... Let's look it up. I think this is this a MOSFET? MMB 3 to LD is at 1 a.m. I thought this was a mod. So hold on. Is this? Oops, I've got other stuff. I couldn't find a. I can't find. Hold on. Let me just try to get this. Why don't you go for me? Oh, I've got it upside down. I'm an idiot. Oh, this is an NPN? Man, I can't use that. Yep. Shit. Yeah, I think I used this. It wasn't a PNP. It was an NPN I used to drive video on a composite video because I didn't want to use the 7374 on the IFU RGB. So what I really would like is a 3906 PNP, which you know what? I've got some good news, motherfuckers. Welcome to America, bitch. It just so happens that I know more about the SNES's video circuitry than anyone else in the goddamn world. We're going to rob this son of a bitch right here. This is a PNP transistor. This is a voltage follower that buffers, that's part of a voltage follower that buffers video for the goddamned Super Nintendo. So watch this. By the powers of Jesus, I'm going to take this off. Well, wait a minute. Where is the... Oh, here we go. All right, let's just get a little heat in there. What is this? What is this? FS? Yeah, this is a FS15. Yeah. Yep, this is a PNP. Pretty sure it's a PNP. Maybe we should check. I'm pretty sure these are PNPs. I'm pretty sure the first stage of this is a PNP. Somebody look this up. FS15. Look up this SOT23 part. I'm pretty sure it's a PNP. I'm slowly warming this board up because I'm going to use this later, and I don't want to damage it. I don't want to heat shock it too much. Come on. All right, there we go. Now we're getting up to temperature. Perfect. Just like that. Move this to the side. What we got here? 25. Yep, perfect. Thank you so much. I thought that would be a winner. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to keep this little baby way over here. Keep it on this board. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take it off and put it over there. Now, let's come over here and let's work this SOT23 off. There's a little cap here. I don't know. Kind of like to put a little heat shield there, so give me just a second. Let me think about that. Oh, let me get some crapped on. And yeah, let me crapped on this cap. Wait a minute. Is this the clock capacitor? Well, hold on a second. Is this the clock capacitor? Well, we need to take that out. Wait, does it not matter? So this cap doesn't have bad chemistry. Okay, then I'll leave it be. Okay. Okay. Hey man, listen, when you're doing field work, you got to do what you got to do. You know, you got to improvise, overcome, masturbate. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. You guys don't want to look at a bunch of line delayed traces. That's what that is. Come right in here. Shield that off. Beautiful. There. That's adequate for this. That will be adequate for this. There. All right. Here we go. I really need better Hold on just a second. I need better tweezers. Where are my other tweezers? I just had them. Here they are. Okay. Okay. Light heat first. Let's just sort of get this up to temperature a little bit. Very light. About 4 inches off the deck here. All right, let that copper start absorbing a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start applying directly to our component. And I'm going to leave the board in here. I do not give two shits about that. Two, three, four. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's get rid of this busted transistor. Perfect. Remove your heat shield. Don't burn yourself. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we shielded that cap from the bulk of that heat, and we worked quickly. So I'm going to come in here. I'm not going to remove the board. I'm going to keep it in here. Let's get this into position. What I'm going to do... Where are we? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let me get this out of the way. It's really hard doing this when you've got... Oh, we're right here? Okay, hold on. I'm going to flip it this way. Come right in here. Whoa! Right in here. That's a boy, just like that. Now I'm going to come in here. We're going to clean this up a little bit. How's that? You guys see that okay? Great. All right, now what I'm going to do is get some of this shit out of the way. I don't know why I have all this fucking garbage over here in the first place. All right. I'm going to use my silver bearing, because this is some good surface mount rework, and I'm going to use just a drop here. Okay, just takes a little bit. I'm going to clean my tip. Beauty. Nice, thick beauty and beauty. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Does the base point towards me, or does the base point to... Okay, it points towards the chip. Okay. Grab this. Get it in position. Sorry if I'm in the way, guys. I gotta see. I gotta look. I gotta look at your mom naked. This is the most hilarious jerry-rigged shit I've ever done in my life, I gotta tell you, and in my career. Actually, no, this is actually pretty common. Okay. Sorry, that's totally out of focus. I just bodge this in. Let's see what happens. This is hysterical. We robbed Peter to pay Paul. Okay, that's in position, that's in position. We're in business. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. All right. So, that transistor was oscillating. It was oscillating pretty badly, and that really was the telltale sign. That 5-volt supply kept swinging. Pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Thank you very much, Harcroft, for telling me the type of transistor that was. That saved me from getting another piece of equipment out, trying to find out where base and emitter and collector were. That was a big help. So thank you very much. And thank you very much for you guys who looked up the part number for me. Kept me from having to move my eyes too many places. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lord Gimbley. Merry Christmas. You guys are a big help. Thank you, Andrew. That was really nice. Dude, like the creature hunter, like you can say that 1,000 times and I can read it, but if I don't respond, dude, I don't respond. Like, You know, I can't sit here and walk you through all of your equipment. I'm sorry, but if you watch my videos, you should get a pretty good handle on the kind of equipment you need to have to rework stuff, man. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm working. So that transistor, unfortunately, was oscillating, and there was no output. There was no output current at all. It was dead. I guess that's common. Like, look, man, watch my soldering, buying your first soldering station video, and that's a great soldering station to get in order to do that kind of work. That's right. You can use the diode function of a multimeter to do that. But if the transistor is busted, if the transistor is busted, you may get some really erroneous readings, and it's just easier to let a machine. It's easier to let the it's easier to let the equipment tell you. Okay, look, you're desperate. The creature hunter is desperate. So listen to me carefully. When you're going to rework your Game Boy or I'm sorry, your Nintendo 3DS cartridge, what you really want is a Capacitor T12 soldering station, and you want a J series tip. In my opinion, like this. This is the kind of tip you want. Any J series, J01 is what I personally recommend for that. And you want a good 6040 leaded solder, and that's where you need to start. Okay, so power supply's fine. Bad transistor. You know, I wonder why. I wonder why those go bad. I wonder why those get so busted. I mean, that's really interesting. That the transistor, all its job to do is just its only job is to BIOS and turn on the microcontroller for the off and on buttons that control the powering functions. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is energized. Yeah, I guess it is energized 24/7. Oh, Harcroft says, I'm sorry, I didn't see this. I mentioned earlier it's most common when you unplug a console that's still turned on. Why is that? Like reverse inrush current or something? Like does it just sink, like all the current like just sinks out of it or something and it puts a lot of wear on it? Hmm. That's interesting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we need to thank the Super Nintendo. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to thank the Super Nintendo for its gift. Q1, Q1, we'll never forget you. We'll never forget what you've done for us on this day. God bless you. Godspeed. And thank you. This is amazing. Well, you know, the repairs are going beautifully. Let's go ahead and put it back together. 07. 07. These are transistors, guy. These are Qs. I'm sorry. Good old-fashioned piece of shit revision RGB 01. It's amazing. Okay. That's funny. I'm not using a microscope. All right. System powers on. Let's see if the system posts. Now, Harcroft, I believe, said that you'll just get an error message. Well, that's okay. We'll go ahead and put it back together. Briefly. Okay, not a big deal. This is always so confusing to me. So does this go... Wait a minute. I'm doing this backwards. I'm doing it backwards. Okie dokie. Sorry guys, I know this is super zoomed in and out. Let me fix this here. Sorry about that. There you go. I need the power cable. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Twitch no longer appreciates being a slutty titty streamer. That's not allowed. Titty streamers are now the devil. Again. Good riddance. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that Molex. Yep. All right. There we go. Now that's kind of together. Let's move this to the side. Let's plug it all in. All right. All right. Let's move over to mod testing. I sure hope I connected the front panel. We'll find out. Okay. Whoops, got too many cameras going here. There we go. Okay, so we're on YPBPR. Let's move this over to menu, input selection, HDMI. Perfect. Let's press the power button. Looking good. Thank you so much, Dr. Fredfish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. All right, do we get... Yep. Changing video modes here. What? What? What the hell is this? Okay. I just want to tell everybody, Harcroft and everyone, I bought this on eBay busted to do this video. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much, Dr. Fredfish. I bought this from eBay because it was sold as busted. And I've never turned it on. It never worked. And you guys have seen it. So let's see. Let me get out a controller. Let me all right. Okay, let's give it a shot. Thank you for the follow. Very much. Thank you. Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting. Okay. I think I plugged in controller port 1, did I? Oh! Alright. Thank you for the sub. No, it's a stock system. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this stuff off. Sorry, guys. I gotta turn off these alert boxes. Okay. So, games. How does it hit? Whoa. This is an 80. I didn't notice that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, don't bump it too much. I am an idiot. I didn't notice that. I swear to God, when I took this apart with you guys on camera just now, I read that as 8 gigabytes. I didn't see that 0. I didn't pay attention to it. I'm an idiot. Okay. So, is there anything that you guys are interested in me checking out on this? I kind of want to dump this drive. I mean, it's old, but it's cool. And they got all the classics on here. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, that's really interesting. Retro, so they got emulators, they got apps. There might be some lost Nemesis maps. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love streaming for you guys. Wow, this is really cool. Is there, hey, Harcroft, is there anything you want me to check it? Press B a few times to back to the main menu. Okay. Okay. Go to the I/O button. Hold on. I can't see that. Where is that? The I/O button. Oh, the systems info? Where is that? Is that down here? No, sorry. I'm settings? Oh, my bad, my bad. Here, it's this chat. It's I can't see there. Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn off the hold on. Let me turn this off. Okay. So where do you want me to go? Red off and on button. Gotcha. Okay, go there. And then go to system info. And version 3.3, release candidate 31796. Oh, god damn, this is 11 years old. Holy mackerel. Let's see. God, 93 degrees. Well, let's see. What is that in Celsius? 93. Alexa, what is 93 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
93 degrees Fahrenheit is about 33.89 degrees Celsius.
33.83 degrees Celsius? This thing's running cool. That's very cool. That's exceptional. I'd like to see it under a load. Here, let's make this better. Video. Well, shit. Hold on. Let me see something. System. Video output. Well, God, I can't. Is it not out? Well, oh, question. How do you? I've got it selected, but how does it? How do you get the dashboard to run in 480p? Just out of curiosity. Okay, I've enabled 720p. Then restart XBMC. Okay. Okay, so let me back out. Back out. This is kind of bitching, I gotta tell you. Okay, let's just restart. Uh-oh. We just have a black screen. All right, let's do it this way. Shut it down. Turn it back on. Okie dokie. I think it's trying to read. Oh, here we go. Now we're in 720p. Nice. Thank you. Oh, God, that looks so good. Jesus Christ, the Xbox was just way ahead of its time. Movies, DVD to Xbox. Hold on. Now go to appearance. Okay. This looks fucking great. All right, let's go to settings, appearance. Okay. Hey, nice to see you. I'm telling you, this is just crazy. I cannot believe this. I don't know why this is so, this is so shocking that I bought a broken modded Xbox, but it's pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Whoops. All right, let me go to settings here. Let me go to appearance. Let me go to, what do you set? Did you go here to display and resolution, 720, 16 by 9? I don't want this on at all. Looks great. That's fine. I don't want to soften anything. Well, like, listen. This isn't like I'm just messing around here. Okay, so where do we go? Let's see if we can get banned. How about that? Okay. They never did any, it looks like they never did any multimedia. Yeah, these are just empty paths. Denied. Any music? Whoops. The drive won't open. I want to look at this. I want to work on the. I would like to work on the disk drive. Sorry, you guys can't see anything. My bad. The disk drive is having a bit of trouble opening. Now, I think that's just the belt. Let me pull this out a little bit and hold it. It's trying to open. I see it actuating. All right, let me unplug it. I'm not yanking it. I'm not yanking it. I'm going to shut it down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to take this out. All right. So, pull the drive. Okay. Let's get the body of this thing out of the way. Got some belts here. I think I've got some belts over there. Now there should be a... Now this should be keyed here. So I think if I remember correctly, Harcroft, all I have to do is push this in, right? And this ejects the mechanism here. Is that right? Before I do anything. All right, so push it in on this side or on this. Oh, I see. Okay, yep. Okay. That lever's in. Now I'm going to carefully eject this out, gently. It's very clean. It's a Samsung drive. It's been a long time since I've taken one of these apart. Okay. Now, hold on. Now I can, so there's a couple things I can do here. I can take it, well, I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to grease some things. I'm going to be very careful. But I'm going to either boil the belt, or I'm going to replace the belt. I'll make that decision when I get in here and get a look at it. I got a Phillips in here, certainly, don't I? Service the optical. Hey, we'll be in pretty good shape. Put these over here. Pick this up. Easy. Okay. I'm not going to fully remove this. Just going to look. One thing I'm going to do right off the top, I'm going to get underneath this. This much I do remember. Is that a promise? It is, Daddy. Grease isn't that bad in there, actually. Looks pretty good, but white lithium is inert. It's not going to hurt anything. I'll take all the fabrics off of this. I say that, and they're still on here. Where's my... Here. Okay. I want this to be nice and liberally coated. And when the sled moves back and forth, you can't see this, sorry guys, when the sled moves back and forth, it'll distribute all this quite beautifully. Come in here. Rotate the gear, there we go, nice. Beautiful. Okay, that looks good to me. Now I want to come over here to the right side. Now I'm just going to put just a drop. Grease this part of the sled. Actually, I've already got plenty on here. Doesn't take much on the rod. I'm going to take what I have here, and I'm just going to jam it on here, and I'm going to lube this rod just a little bit here. That's plenty. That'll go across the laser, the sled of the lasers. What this is, that'll be nice and lubricated. So the question though is, I've got this and I've got that lubricated. That all looks nice. This is going to run across like this. Let me zoom out. You guys can't see shit. There. Now I am going to, you know what? I am going to go ahead and just pop what part out. I think I'm going to pop this part out. Lay this forward like that. I'm going to move that. I'm going to work the sled back and forth a little bit. Just another drop of grease on this side. Put it on the plenty. A little more right there. Now I'm just going to let the sled do all the work for me. Grab the pickup and just gently glide it across. And this is very nicely lubed. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Mr. Kuroi. Okay. So we've got that taken care of. Now I can't remember exactly, get some of this excess off of here. Beautiful. I can't remember exactly how, with the Samsung drive, what the best approach is for taking off and replacing. Let me put this back together. I'm going to take the front shell off. Let me put this back into position. Oh, this is always a pain. I always hated this one. Beautiful. Lock it back down. Great. All I did was just lock that FFC interconnect back in. We're all lubed up here. We've lubed it from the bottom. Okay, and this just, I like this. I like the Samsung drive. I don't remember if the Thompson was like this, but the controller board just press fits. Like that. Come over here like that, and beautifully Beautifully done. Now, very carefully, I'm going to pick it up. If I remember correctly, I'm going to pick it up on the plastic side like this. Work it off on both sides. I think there's a little nub here, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Do I pull it back? Yeah, I think so. So let me grab it. Just like that. Okay, that's loose. And I'll come to the left side. Like that. Perfect. Okay, now very carefully, I'm going to lift it up. All right. Now we have gotten to the guts. Now, I believed it from the bottom. Now the question here is, while we are in here, let me look and see what I have over here. I'm going to clean the laser, but also I just want to see if I had any of those belts. I know I bought a bunch of them. Let's see. I think they might be... You know what? They might be in one of these drawers. Let me take a quick look. Let me put these back. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to grab some belts. I know I have them here. I have a black belt in various styles. Doggy style. All right, let's see. Let me get over here and grab some belts. I think they're in this. Just 1 second. Pretty sure they're over here in this one of these drawers right here. Let me take a good look. If not, we'll just be beltless for today. I had a whole slew of them. But you know what? We might not even need a new belt. Let me see. What I was going to do, don't know if we need a new belt yet. I'll examine this one. Show you a little trick I learned back in the 1970s. Just gonna give this laser a nice clean. The inside of this drive's pretty nice. Not a lot of debris, not a lot of dust, certainly. This thing was put up somewhere in a climate-controlled place. Now we've got some dust bunnies here. Now that I've cleaned the drive, I'm just going to go across like that and collect and pick all that up. Okay. Drive belt. I'm going to push this in just a bit so we have access. Now right here's what I'm looking at. And yeah, I don't think it's too worn. I want to go ahead and move it off. This, oh yeah, this is still plenty pliable. Give me just a second. Let me find a penis pumping apparatus. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm going to go get a cup, and I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick. Oh, God, Jesus, it's so... My dick is so hard right now. Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah. I'm coming back, baby. Yeah. Okay. Be right back. Oh, good. Good, everyone. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so what we're going to do, sorry about that. I had to get a cup. What we're going to do is we are going to take some water. I'm going to boil it, and we're going to rejuvenate this tiny little O-ring shaped belt. And we're going to do it right now. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to be putting some water into my boilie cup. Doesn't take much. Now the belt, by looking at it, it certainly isn't dry rotted and it certainly hasn't worn. It's just stretched. The problem is, believe it or not, these belts, the biggest problem is the moisture content that's deprived of them after 20, 30 years. What we're going to do is we're going to boil some water. And we're going to rejuvenate this, make it a little more pliable. It'll shrink it, and this belt will last for quite a while. See, it's lost a lot of its elasticity here. But we can rejuvenate this, and we can really make this good as new. Not as a quick fix, but this belt will last many, 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 many years. So we'll give this water just a second. I'm going to put this in here. We're going to boil it. We're going to let it sit for about 3 minutes. Oh my goodness. So this water is almost boiled, and I'm thirsty. Hopefully the laser and the pickups on this is good. I don't think Samsung drives have to be... Do Samsung drives have to be recapped a lot, or is it the Thomson drive that it's not the laser that really goes out? It's the capacitors start going south. Okay. Water's boiling. Let's go grab it. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, let's just drink this raw. Okay, so here we go. We have boiling water. We're going to introduce it into this cup. Plenty. Now we're going to let that sit, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to talk for a moment. Oh, we're going to talk for just a moment about our lives and how we want to do each other. Oh, God. All right. All right, so we have our belt here. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes. What is that stupid shit?
I'll take it from here. 3 minutes, starting now.
All right, so let's just sit back for a minute. Well, we've done a lot. Recapped the bad caps, diagnosed a bad power transistor, replaced the power transistor, but we didn't just replace the power transistor, we stole a transistor from a Super Nintendo. Amazing. We're just doing some cooking here. It's cool because, you know, it's one of those cups where I really can't. I can show it. It changes color. See, it's a night scene, but when you boil the water, and you can see the water level here, when you boil the water, the heat changes it into a day scene. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I can already see this. I can already see this being yeah, it's starting to get some of that pliability back, and it's starting to shrink up. Very good. All right, just a couple more minutes there. Huh. Alexa, release the Bob files.
The Bob Sacamano Files by Shreddy Cadillac was released on June 2nd, 2023.
Damn you! Alexa, why does Retro RGB have diabetes?
From NIH.gov. People develop diabetes because the pancreas produces little or no insulin, or because the cells in the muscle, liver, and fat do not use insulin properly.
All right, so we've got about a minute left. The problem is we're not talking about the issue here is when we boil this, we are reconstituting the elasticity of the belt. Submersing it in water is going to fill in those little molecules in between the rubber, and it's going to make the belt, it's not going to make the belt shrink, but it's going to make the belt inadvertently tighten. So when the belt is pulled taut, it's going to have more resistance as opposed and be it's going to have more resistance when held under tension as opposed to a dry belt that has very little moisture content. Belts, that's the interesting thing about rubber belts. Belts really need moisture content. Alexa, turn off the timer, bitch. Thank you, motherfucker. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to pull this out now. Don't burn yourself. Oh yeah, big time. Big improvement there. Let's move this out of the way. And again, this isn't just a quick fix. This will last and this will endure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here. Now the tray is going to move freely, obviously, because we don't have the belt driving the slotting mechanism, slots. So let's see, we have some gearing here. This all moves quite nicely. Very nice. No real maintenance is required there. I just locked the drive in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this pretty close to where it was. I'm going to feed this belt through. And I can already tell you there's a lot more tension being put on this when held taut. There's a lot more resistance. Ooh, on the belt. Yep. I just slipped it off. Okay, here we go. How's that? Good for you, good for me. Perfect. Now, let's see if we can rotate this biatch. I think we might need to reset the drive. Nope, that's great. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to test this. I'm going to put the bottom back on. If I remember how the bottom even goes on. Am I doing it backwards? Hold on. Let me back this out. Okay, let's get these little registrations here. Perfect. Nice. I'm going to leave the top off for now because I'm not interested in testing the optical. I just want to see if the eject mechanism is going to work properly. So to do that, let me get all this stuff out of the way. Let's bring the Xbox back into play. That's not the Xbox that I want. This is the Xbox that I want. Bring it back. And I am just going to hold this in position. Now, do you have to have the IDE connected? Will it post? Can I eject the mechanism? Let's see. I don't know if this works. Let's see. Let's get some power in here. All right, let's give it a shot. Like butter, every time. Close. Okay. Wait, you can't test the eject mechanism without the lid? Oh shit. I thought you could. I made a mistake. Okay. Let me put this back together. No, why can't you test the functionality of the belt ejecting and moving the tray without the top on? What does this have to do with the tray opening and closing? I don't understand that. Why would you? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I understand this because you probably know a lot more about this than I do. I just want to be sure. What does this have to do with the belt and the drive mechanism opening and closing? I'm not spinning a drive up. I don't need to put the clamp on here for a disc to spin. I just wanted to test the eject mechanism. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do, we'll test. Now let's test to see if this reads properly. That's the other component here. Let's see if we're reading. I know how to read. Sorry, that's really rude. I shouldn't do that. I didn't do that. Okay. I shouldn't do that. My name's RetroRGB. I fuck horses. Okay, so let's try this. Alright, so the clamp is putting resistance against the drive tray. Okay, let's give that a shot. So that's a good point. Alright, so here we go. Let's give it a shot. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the idea is the clamp, the magnetic top spindle, it puts extra resistance somehow on the tray, causing it to. I'm trying to understand what we're talking about here. Why? I'm sorry. I'm trying to understand why this top piece, what influence it could possibly have on the eject mechanism. Dude, I don't give a shit about the PC police. They can eat my ass out with a spoon. The drive spindle raises to meet the lid. Okay, well, okay, the top piece holds down the spindle, which puts pressure on everything. Okay, so this top piece, what you're saying is it just bears down on everything. Now, I don't understand that. Now, why does that happen? Let me give it just a little help. Okay. Feels good. Feels smooth. Closes tightly. But then it does that sometimes. Now, is that a... Hold on. Let's try something. Let's see if we can't... What causes... That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. All right. I think it might be out of alignment a little bit. I think I just had to push it in. I think it's fine now. I think there's a little piece that was offering a little bit of resistance. But what I want to do, we'll check this, but let's see, before we go any further, let's see if this thing will read an optical. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to just shove this up my ass. My name's Bob. I like to put things up my booty hole. It's not funny. We shouldn't talk about that. Alright, we shouldn't talk about Bob. It's not funny. Now, Bob didn't ask for any of that. Bob didn't ask to have a fan that he has to use every day that sits in the floor that blows cold air on his nutsack. He didn't ask for that. Oh, I can't see. God, I tell you one thing: the Xbox is beautifully engineered, but at the same time, some of the stuff is just ass. Come on, get in there. Get in there. You can't see. Oh, let me get in there. Get in there. Go on. Go. Oh, I can't see anything. This sucks. Here, let me turn it around. 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 Yeah, that's right. Okay, I got the right idea here, boys. I got the right idea. If I could just get my little hand in there. That's the problem. See, there we go. Perfect. It's a lot easier to do that stuff when you can see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug everything in. I'm going to go grab an actual Xbox game. I think I have one over here. I sure do. I've got NFL Blitz 2002. Oh, right. NFL Blitz 2002. All right. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a little more adjusting on the drive. See, it's not pulling there. It's not pulling there. It's not pulling at all anymore. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what I need to do. See, there's a limit switch here that tells it when it's fully open. And it's not telling it. It thinks it's still fully out. And I think... yeah, I'm going to have to take this apart. I'm going to have to do some lubing. No, don't think that's a belt issue because it's got a lot of... it's pulling a lot of tension. Like, I mean, okay, oh, whoops. I made a mistake. I didn't plug the ID in for the... I don't think this is... the belt is not... a tighter belt's not going to fix that. That belt is creating... that belt is not slipping. Yeah, I think that's... let's see if this is going to work. Laser might be busted in this, I don't know. I think the laser might be busted. Here, let me do this. Okay. Let's see what happens. Are we spinning? Yeah, we're spinning. It's spinning. I think the laser's just busted. I think the Microsoft logo populates like that when it can't read disk. Yeah, exactly. So let's see what happens. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. Let me go down. Well, let me make sure this is all plugged in. Clean the lens. I wish it were that simple. Why is this not working? I didn't unplug that, did I? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay, busy. No, this laser's, I mean, this disc is good. I use this disc all the time. No, just a busted laser. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me power it off. Let's see what we have here. I want to take the spindle out. Let's examine this. Oh, you can't see anything. My bad. I'm sorry. Here we go. Give me just a second. I'm going to take this out. Can you still flip? Can you flip these out? Used to be able to flip these out. Well, hold on. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at a few things here. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. That's moving properly. Bell is tracking beautifully. Let me hold the gear and see if it still slips. No. I'm going to take this and I'm going to shove it into your ass. A little bit of grease here. Sliding mechanism here. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just greasing some parts of this. Okay, that looks fine. It is awfully rough. Okay, let me see this. Where's my... Hold on. Hold on. Sorry guys, this is going to be off camera for just a second. I need to be able to see what the hell I'm doing here. Give me just 1 second. I am greasing certain areas of this. That is getting really weird. Okay. Oh, that's much smoother. I want to get the rails up here a little bit. Now the idea is you put a lot in there, and then what you do is you clean up the excess, of course, which I'm going to do, but it's just easier to put more than you need, work the drive back and forth to let it distribute itself, and then come back and just clean it. Because white lithium grease is fortunately very easy to deal with and to clean. Now this is starting to go much smoother. That feels really nice. Now see, we have some excess up here clearly. Very simple. Just grab your Q-tip here. Come in here to the corner and just literally just come up like that. Make a few passes. You'll clean it right off. Like nobody's business. Hold on, let me get some Q-tips here. I just want to make sure that this drive is lubed. My name is Bob, and I want to be lubed too. All right. Might try to do a pot adjustment. That might be something we try to get into and do. Just cleaning up the grease. Just cleaning up the excess. That's all I'm doing. Perfect. Okay. Now, I think that is much better, but I'm going to take a look at this laser. Now, this laser, I just cleaned this lens. See what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get behind the mirror a little bit with some air. I wish I had, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a CD. We should have 2 trim pots. We do. One is for CD media. One is for DVD media. 2 different diodes, 2 different pickups, technically built into one. What I'd like to do is read off the resistance across the diode, across the trim pot rather. Does anyone know which one is the CD pot and which one's the DVD pot? I've got a CD here. We'll test CDs too. So, trim pot number 1. If I can get my finger in there. Okay, so 2.6K across that one. And this pot, we've got 1.3K, 1.3.5K. Those are pretty healthy. The resistance isn't like the resistance across the diodes aren't like bottoming out. That's really interesting. I wonder if it is just a dirty laser, even though I just cleaned it. Well, I blew it out. Let's see what that does. I blew out your mom's ass. Let's see what's going on here. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plug all this back in. Well, before I do that, hold on. Let me get the case back on. Okay, real simply. Okay. I'll leave the bottom off for now. Well, you know what? No, you can't leave the bottom off. You've got to put this in. And I'll go ahead and torque some screws in here too. Sorry you guys can't see this. I'm just going to bust these screws back in here. Just a couple on each side. Maybe that clamping force is playing a bit of a role in this. I don't think so. But it doesn't hurt to just do it. So, do it. Do it now. Do it now. Get out of here. Oh, get out of here. So we'll just cross pattern this. Okay. I'll put a screw in here. God, do I have a screwdriver that doesn't fucking suck? God damn. This is what pisses me off immensely. All right, let me see this. I think this will do the job. All right. Sorry about that. It's just murderous to work around here sometimes. Okay, good. Put one up here in the corner, and we should be in good shape. Just a second. Perfect. Back this out. Clean up this drive. Okay, I'll clean up all this lithium grease in a minute. Let's see. Let's go to mod testing. All right, let's just put this in the tray. Oh, shit. Okay, whoops. Damn it. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Work on that in a second. Okay. Are we back? Yes, we're back. Okay. Okay. Ouch. All right, let's see what happens. Damn it. Hold on. My cable came out. What did I hit? I'm back, people. Sorry. Feels good. Pulling this out. Pulling the drive out. Trying to figure out... Move this out of the way. I'm getting hot as hell in here. Okay. Plug this back in. Now, I have lost, we lost power. God, Jesus. Hold on. Let me take a break. It's getting hot. I want to service this drive a little bit better here, more on camera. I'm going to try to position the camera so you guys can see more of that. We might recap the board, but I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm going to take it all off. I'm going to take just a break here. Dude, stop. I was powering it, and power just died. So I'm going to give it just a second. I think I might have actually... Let me check one thing. Stupid cord. Curious. Okay, I'm not nuts. I'm not crazy. Oh, God, I'm getting hot. Mm. Oh. Okay. So that's it. So when you put that back in there, I'm just curious. I'm just looking at something. Yeah, that seems to make sense. Okay. Are there any fuses? Are there any fuses on the 1.6? Yeah, I think that transistor just didn't have enough gas. I thought it did though. I looked at the current rate. I looked at the current output, and that should be fine to drive this. Let's see. Let's take a look. Just feeling. Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah, everything here looks great. Wonder if there's something else that's causing this to pop. Let's see. Let's test it. Where's my multimeter? No, well, that's a good idea. I think we're right in there. Filament looks good. I don't think it's anything like that. I can't see a fucking thing. Nope. Okay there. I'm gonna set this to 9 volts. Let's see if this transistor's oscillating again. Just gonna reseat this. Okay. Son of a bitch! It popped again. Is there any output current at all? Well, I've got it reversed. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that's the right setting. Let me go to... Nothing. Negligible. No, there's no current coming off this. So the goddamn... I'm going to have to find... Okay, so power transistor... That didn't hold out. Let's see. Somebody give me that part number again. Can somebody give me the part number for the transistor that was on here? I want to look. Because I've got to have something on here. I've got to have something here that's comparable. I don't know. I would have to look. I looked at all that stuff. Data sheets were linked, and we took a look, but that was way up there. Hold on just a second. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't you go dying on me. Okay, I've got some goodies. Can anybody look this one up for us? Someone throw the data sheet out here and take a look at this bad boy. 40 volt, 600 milliamps. Okay, can you get me the pinout for this? EBC, BCE, ECB. Link to, let's see. Yeah, it says an A933. Let me look it up myself. We're going to do something fun. I need to know what it is, baby, yeah. 1, 2, 3. So what is the... God, can we, like, get a decent data sheet here? Here we go. Is it ECB? Oh, it is ECB. Okay. Okay. Now, can somebody do me a favor and get me the data sheet for the... never mind. Yeah. What is the pinout again? For this SOT23, what is the footprint? Does it use EBC or CBE? All right. Let me see if I can't remove this with just a soldering iron. I might be able to come in here and squeeze this out. I don't know. I sure can. Perfect. Get out of there. Get out of there, you son of a gun. Perfect. All right, got a little bridge there, but that's okay. I'll flip this around and fix that. All right. I think I bridged this a bit. Maybe I nicked it a little bit. Let's see. Did I? Oh, kind of, sort of, not really. All right, let's see. Let me clean up my workspace here a little bit. That's the problem when you're working. Things get dirty really fast. So let me get some of this juicy flux. And I'll just work this bridge right out of there. Clean my iron very beautifully. And we're just going to glide. This is kind of hard, guys. Sorry if you can't see this, but I'm just going to glide over this. Move this down a bit. Clean off my tip. Come right in here once again. Move it down. A little more flux. Put the belly against the put the belly of your tip against the work, and I'm just going to flow this across like that. Beautiful. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. I think we're okay. Can't really tell. Let me hold it up like this. Let me take this shit out while I'm here. God damn, I hate this stuff. I think we're okay. Let me zoom in on this. I can't see because of the camera. It's in my way. Oh, yeah. Yep, looking great. Okay. Okay, so here's what we have. ECB. What is... I wonder if we can make this work. It'd be hysterical if we could. ECB. I think, whoa, sorry. Okay, so I don't have the data sheet in front of me. Whoops. Okay. So what I need to know is, you guys are going to have to guide me. This is why I needed help. Oh, sorry. Is this leg closest to this QFP? Is this footprint right here? Is this base or collector? I know it's not emitter. Is this base or collector? The leg pointed towards the Xylop chip is collector. Okay, so this is collector. Okay. What is... Okay, hold on. So, hey, Harcroft, what is this? What is this to the left? So this is collector. What is this? What's this one? Is this emitter or is this base? Collector, emitter, base? Okay, so collector, emitter, base. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to whack off. All right, so what I want to do, this is going to be hysterical. You guys are going to really enjoy this little bodge. This is going to be fun. How we doing? We looking good here? I think so. Check this out. Isn't this hysterical? This is amazing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This is fucking hilarious. All right, this bad boy swings to 40 volts, and I think up to 4.5 an amp. Okay. We're doing what should we are doing the forbidden. Okay. This is really, guys, I can't see. This is really tough. Oh my God, the things you do. So now, I'll hold it up like this. Now we have this beautiful through-hole component, beautifully bodged in. You do what you got to do. Now let's see if we get this back. This is fun. I love doing this stuff. I love just sort of playing, putting things together. Now, as long as we didn't reverse bias anything here, I think we'll be all right. Let's see. Ah! Good luck, motherfucker! All right. You know. All right, let's power this off. Guys, sometimes in life, you just have to do it. You just have to do it, and you've got to make sure. Oh, let's see. You've just got to do it. And you've got to you have to improvise. That's the name of the game. Improvising is name of the game. So, we have to let me think. So this transistor should not swing out and go south. This one should last. Then again, you know, the PNP that was for the voltage follower for the SNES, that's a pretty small transistor. But, I mean, it depends on the current, how much output current you need. That thing is meant to drive a volt. Um, so, having said that, we've got that back together. What I'd like to do temporarily is, where is, what did I do with the drive? Oh, here's the drive. Let's take a look. Drive fits in here. I'm going to be very careful with this drive. God damn it. All right, just let's see. That's right. Sorry. I'm going to hook up this IDE. So the problem with the Samsung drive, which from what I understand from listening to you guys these days, is that great drive if it works. If it's busted, there's not a really nice, affordable location for what you would call a replacement laser pickup. You can't really get... In other words, optical pickups are scarce for this Samsung drive. Is that right? I'm just throwing shit in here. I'm not going to take the time to put this all in neatly because it's all coming right back out. I just want to take a look at the drive, the optical, and see if there's see if this helped. God damn it. People stress me out, you know, like, can I just not live and just, like, not have to worry about things and people bring shit to my attention? Just, you know, oh, God, I'm getting mad. All right, so let's see what happens. So we've got video, we're back in line here. Okay, I think it's going to try to read. I don't know if it's trying to read or not. Yeah, it's trying to read. But I don't think it was successful. Nope. All right. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to pull this drive out. I think we might need to, maybe we do need to change the belt. I'm not sure. Or maybe I got some white lithium grease on the gear. I think that's what's happened ultimately. Pull this out, pull this down. Let me get a, I'll clean all that up. I'll fix the, I'm not worried about the optical. The optical is that's an easy thing. Let me pull out this CD. Living in, well, you guys can't see this, but I've got, why does this camera not work? Now what? Got Living in the 90s. I'm going to give Living in the 90s a shot. Because I was there in the 90s, as most of you probably were too. All right, come on, get in there. Yeah, I have lubed up the drive belt. Unfortunately, I was too liberal with the white lithium grease. I'll just go in there and clean that. Now the sensor doesn't even want to pretend like it's reading. All right, let's see what happens. I can fix that part. Are we going to read a CD? So this isn't reading CDs, nor is it reading DVDs. I'm inclined to believe I'm inclined to believe that the the controller board of this might need to be recapped. What's the evidence for that? Number one, the resistance across the optical pickup for both the laser and, I'm sorry, for the DVD and the CD was, I think, 2.4K and then 1.4K. The resistance across those it's not plummeted, so the lasers appear to be perfectly healthy. Um, DVD games, DVD formatted discs aren't reading. CD formatted discs aren't reading. So this is um, probably, maybe the drive board needs a recap. Maybe. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. But yeah, I think that unfortunately, the Samsung drive in this thing is just toast, and it needs maintenance beyond just a belt, which is not a big deal as long as the laser pickup's okay, and it's just something like, components such as the capacitors on the logic board. That's not a big deal at all. So what we might do, let's close this back up. Try it again. No, not going to do a pot tweak because like I said, the resistance across the DVD diode and the CD diode, there's two different laser diodes at play here. One tuned and tailored for CD media and one tuned and tailored for DVD media. Both of them are in healthy standing. The drive's spinning up, it's trying to read. I've cleaned the laser. So a pot tweak is not going to fix this. Check the under the connector inside the drive. What is this? Check the resistor packs. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let me put up Living in the 90s. And we'll take the optical back out and we'll just examine it. Shut it down. Okay, we have powered down the optical. All right. Okay. Let's pull the tray. Let's pull it out of the tray here. I hate this part. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Goddamn camera. I need somebody here just to do this for me. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do some actual work. We're going to test some things. I see a lot of people doing that these days. Okay, let's pull this out if we can. God damn it. Sides out. Come over here. Spread it apart. You know what I'm talking about. Our fucking hands are slipping. Okay, there you go. Pull that top off. Ivan popping off. Very good. Let's see. I got this stuff everywhere. Son of a gun. Okay, just trying to get some of this lithium out of here. Okay, so I'm going to pull the drive out. And I'm going to investigate these capacitors right down here. I'm going to do that by flipping this upside down, and these are just held in these little tension tabs. So pull that forward, pull that forward. This comes forward like that. I'm going to, first of all, let's do this. Okay, let me take a look here. I'll fold it just like that. 220 volt, 220 volts. 47, 47, 47, 47. Yeah, I think these probably... Are these couple caps? Let's see if we can get an ESR reading on these with them in circuit. Should be able to. Let's do LCR. Let's see. Let's go to... Hold on. What am I doing? LCR, CP, RP, DCR, LP. Just put on LP. Okay, let's see. Let's just put this on auto. Let's see. So, I want to grab right in here if I can. Let's see if we can just get a bead on this. Okay, whoops. Otherwise, I'm going to pull them out. AP. What is this? Okay, let me just check a few things here. Are these big decoupling caps? Because I just want to know ESR. It's all I'm interested in right now. Whoops, 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 whoops. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Things are busted. Those two right off the bat. Give me just a second. I've got just the thing for those guys. Right here. I don't know if I have enough gas on this. Let's see. I can just get in there with this iron. I'm trying to do this in a way so you guys can see. I'm just going to lift up on this side. Very good. Come up on this side. Perfect. Whoops. Yeah, I pulled a pad. Whoops. Nope, no I didn't. No I didn't. Thought I did. All right. So what I'm going to do... Hold on. Whoops, hold on. Let me get a cap. It's weird. It's hard doing this when you can't see what the hell you're doing. Perfect. Okay. All I'm going to do is going to come in here. I'm going to replace this bad boy with a tantalum. Now I need to remember. Here we go. Just like that. Oh, good Lord in heaven. I can't remember the polarity of this. And of course this... Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. Hold on. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Yep, that's right. Turn it back. Turn it back. Turn it back. That's right. Perfect. Sorry. My eyes are playing tricks on me. So let me come right in here. Are we in frame here? Sorry about that, guys. Can't tell if I'm on. Yeah, I'm on. I'm on. I'm on it. Recognize you guys can't probably see this very well. I'm sorry about that. I just have to be able to see this right now. That's what's most important. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to come right in here. And I'm going to expose. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to use hot air for this. I don't like... You know what I might do? I might use some clips on this. Hold on, guys. Don't try this at home. I don't really sanction this technique, but this is such a tight area, and I don't want to wait for the iron to get hot, so I'm just going to come in here flush. I'm going to cut laterally across. I'm going to pull that out. Perfect. Don't like doing that. Not a fan of that. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to pull out the plastic insulator here. Great. Perfect. I'm going to clean these legs. Don't like the ripping method. I don't like the ripping method, and I really don't like the I've never been a fan of twisting, but sometimes you get in here and you get into a tight spot and you don't want to wait for the hot air, or you don't have the right tip. You don't have the right tip connected. You know, be careful. Don't recommend it. Be careful. Let's work this leg off. This cap is exploded. I can smell it. This is not a nice capacitor at all. There we go. Work that leg off. Ugh. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to take this. Yep. Hate doing that. Ugh. Just makes me feel gross every time. I rarely do the cutting method. I'm not a fan. Just don't care for that at all. Okay. I'm just taking a look here. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Did not mean to bump the camera. Okay. Looking good. Going to seat this over this. Sorry, guys, it's really hard for me to work and get it in frame. I think we're in pretty good frame here. Nothing special with this. I'm just going to work this cap onto this footprint like so. Keep it nice and straight. Perfect. I'm going to move over and flip it around so you guys can see the other side. Now, I'm a fan of these tantalums. I am just going... If I could just get an iron in there and be happy, but I can't. I can't get it. I can't get my iron in there. I'm getting in the way here. Samsung did a really shitty job routing this out, I'll tell you that. Not a very big fan of this at all. Okay. Okay, that's good enough for now. These all look fine. These 220 microfarad caps look very suspect to me. I don't think I have any 47.6 volters. Otherwise, I'd just blast this with hot air. But let's try this. Let's just see what happens. So we've got that in position, and we've got these capacitors replaced, 2 of them. I'm just curious at this point. I may do an analysis of this drive to see what exactly is failing. We might get the scope out, and we might take a look. But for now, what I really want to do is I just want to get in here and I want to see specifically if these two 220 microfarad caps are the main culprit for this in this specific case. And again, we're just testing and learning stuff right now. That's what you do. You kind of play, kind of make a mess. That's how you learn. That's how I learn this stuff. That's how I learn a system, is I just play. You have to. That's really part of it. Let's see. Is this the front or the back? I think this is the front. Yes, this is the front. Very good. Slide that in there. Great. Now we've got the assembly sorted back together. Okay. I just, okay. Okay, that's kind of all rigged up, but that should be fine. Let's go and plug all this back in. Oh, it's such a mess. Such a mess. Okay. We've got some jizz on this, which, you should be used to that. Okay. Okay. Did I forget to plug this in? Oh, God, I did. Hold on. My mistake. Okay. No. No dice. No. That's going to pull off the drive now because it just can't read off the disk. So I'm going to go grab some. I'm going to go see if I have any 47 microfarads to replace these. Hit the button again. Sorry. Here it's spinning up. And I hear the laser. I hear that I can hear the pickup, the lens tracking up and down. That's lame. So this Samsung drive, we can replace the other caps. If I have some, I'll go back up to the house real quick and I'll look. Bum 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 bum. It's going to boot right into XBMC. It says the drive's empty. Open the drive. Need some help. I'll try a CD. Don't expect there to be any difference, obviously. Oh, that stupid sensor. I hate these drives. Every time. That's really weird. You can't... Okay, there's something wrong. So, here's the thing about this Xbox that I've noticed. whenever you push in the drive, whenever you push in the tray, it pops that transistor. I know you're not supposed to push it, but when you help it a little bit, it's like the motor. You know what it's like? It's like the little DC motor that works the gear to pull and close the tray out. Like it creates so much voltage because that's how those things work. They're voltage generators. But when you close it and you open it, it just popped that transistor again. And that transistor was well within spec. That transistor that I used, oh, could absolutely handle that. No. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, it's crashing. That's really strange. I really don't understand that. So something here, either this drive's busted or something because it's like it's putting out voltage and when you it's like it's starting to it sources a bunch of current. It just did it again. I don't want to blow another transistor. Let me pull this out. That's really weird. Okay. Really, really, really strange. I don't understand that at all. Give me 1 second. I think I've got another drive. Hold on just 1 second. Hold on, everyone. I'll be right back right after these messages. Jesus, it's raining. Oh, my Lord and God in heaven. It's raining! Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm back, everyone. I'm sorry. I thought I had somewhere around here. I've got a box that's got a couple of drives here, and I'm sorry that you guys had to wait around for that. Um, well, here's what I'm going to do. Board's fine. We have repaired the board. We have bodged in a very fun through-hole PNP. Thank you very much, Harcroft, for helping me with the pin out of that. And I am going to put a stopping point on this. I am going to find a drive so that we can replace the drive, because I don't want to troubleshoot this any further. I'll find some discs, and not discs. I'll find some capacitors. I think I have some 47 microfarad 10 volters here somewhere. We may do that, but ultimately, let's replace the drive. Let's get this thing back in operational order, and then let's do the other mods. So let's do that. Well, you know what? Let me look over here. Just let me look. Just let me. Oh God, let me look. You goddamn prostitutes. I don't think it's in here. I'm over here looking for the drive. I'm pretty sure it's in a box in the house. I don't know which box it's in. I think there are a couple of them. But ultimately, I'm going to have some capacitors too, and I don't have any on hand, unfortunately. So I'm going to need to what am I trying to say here? Look for some things before we can really move forward. I don't think that I have any here. Well, wait a minute. What are these? These are 0.47 microfarad. Nope, too small, too small, too small. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some caps. I'm going to pop a cap in that ass and see how that goes. I think mostly, for the most part, on this drive, we have some 47 microfarad caps. Now, I just want to make sure. Let's just do this. Let's see if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to. Let's give it a shot. For some reason, I thought that the soft mod doesn't take care. Well, so I thought that the soft mod, even a soft mod, if you installed the soft mod correctly on a 1.6 version, despite that there being no physical, T-slot memory module that you flash with custom code, I thought that soft mods were able to circumvent the need for this altogether. Do I have it wrong? Am I misremembering that? So the soft mod isn't able, unlike a real mod chip that you're actually patching, BIOS kernel information in and out. A soft mod can't circumvent the necessity for the Microsoft code to need this. All right, let's see. Okay, thank you for the clarification. All right. We are back in. I'm just only curious. Um. Oh yeah, I've got some chips. That's not a problem. I'm only curious that now. Oh no, it's not going to work there because I don't have those plugged in. I'm pretty sure I have those plugged in. Why don't we have? I can't get the USB controller to work. Did I? Or not the USB controller. I can't get the Microsoft's Xbox controller to work. Let me just make sure I didn't goon something up. And then it shuts off. It shuts off with this drive. That is so strange. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's power it. And then when you pull the IDE out, it shuts off. What in the hell is going on? Interesting. Why is it that when I unplug the IDE port, let me put this here. Okay. Let's see if I just tricked it. Let's see if it will eventually boot to hard disk here. Nope. Okay. Error 7. Okay. Take the disk out. Watch this. I'm going to close it fast. Okay. That was fine. IDE is not supposed to be hot swapped, but it shouldn't hurt anything. All right. Let's power this on. Should boot pretty quick to hard disk now because there's no disk in it. Okay. Okay, we're in. That's working good. But why, I'm curious, why aren't either of these controllers working? That doesn't make any sense to me. Is this working? No. So what is this? It's plugged in. Yeah, the USB header's plugged in here. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Is it a controller issue or is it just something going on now with XBMC? I don't know. Let's see. Nope. No die. Interesting. Interesting. Let me go, just for fun, let me go grab, if I hit the eject button, now hold on, soft mod question. If this is configured correctly and I press the eject button, will it boot? Wait a minute. If I boot the Xbox by holding or pressing the eject button, will that boot into stock Xbox Dash? Theoretically? No? Okay, so let me hit eject here. Okay. Reads empty, good. Okay. Well, no, I remember having my Xbox configured so that if I pressed the eject button, it would load the default, or it would load the Xbox XB default.xbe or whatever, and it was just the default Xbox dashboard. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Well, what in the hell is this? Like, I can't, none of the buttons work. Is there a fuse on the USB line that got popped somehow by the grace of friggin' God? I don't know. Let me move this out of the way and take a look. Is there a fuse? There should be diode protection on there anyways. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, that feels good. That feels normal. This is really bizarre. That's really bizarre. Um, Here's a question, theoretically. Can you control XBMC with any controller port? Or is it just with player 1? You can use any controller port? Okay, well then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test this. I'm going to plug in, make sure that all the headers are plugged in. Unless there's something weird or goofy going on, I wonder if it's possible that XBMC is freezing. And more importantly, why does XBMC not boot to the main menu? Why does it boot to this stupid shit? I want to know that answer too. I want to know the goddamned answers. I want to know right now. Okay, let's turn it on. Ugh. You can use any port. Okay, good, 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 good. Let's try that. You can change the default folder it boots to. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Okay, so controller port 1, no die. Controller port 2, no die. Well, obviously the Xbox isn't freezing because the busy and the empty, no. Wow, no controllers work. What is going on? Everything's reconnected. Let's see. Let's see if... Now, I know that one of these controllers was not working properly. I do know that. Let's try this. Oh, okay. So, good news is that we're okay. Bad news is that controller port 1... Well, hold on. Maybe it's not busted. Maybe it was just a busted... No, controller port 1 does not work. No, controller port 1 does not work. Controller port 2 does not work. Controller port 3 does not work. Now none of them work. Now what the fuck is that about? No, now none of them work. 4 was working fine. Now it doesn't work. This is really weird. I really don't understand this at all. I'm curious. Is it... Are you fucking me up here? Let me see. Let me try this now. Nope. Really weird. Really weird. What in the hell is going on? Is it this has to be software, right? Let me try this one more time. No, I'm just going to go through the ports again. 2, 3, 4. No, nothing. Interesting. Okay, let me shut it down. I'm going to plug this piece of shit back in. I was just doing a little test. I was curious about something, how something would behave. All right, let me turn it on. This is really weird. Let's see if there's a short. Let's see if I can... Oh. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay, we're in port 1. Yeah. Damn. So, is that common? Do these go bad? Like do the breakaway cables, do they just get busted and they go bad? Well, I learned something. Um, okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if this works. Let's just load something. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to save. Yes. Let's just see if this works nicely. I will drive this POS.
What's up, guys? You're listening to Stryker on Crash FM.
I hate how you have to go through these initial intermissionary
To
things.
succeed in Burnout, you need to be winning races, but you're not going to win races unless you take risks.
Nobody cares, you rectal wart.
That's easy. You earn boost. Using boost gives your vehicle a speed boost. And you can use boost at any
Yeah,
time
the soundtrack's
to harm the
phenomenal.
action. Here's the lowdown. Risks can be taken anywhere in the Burnout world. Take risks, you get reward. Get it? Near misses with other cars. Driving on the wrong side of the road.
This is the only shitty thing about this game, is all this needless exposition. Like, I don't need to listen to all this. You should let me bypass it. I just wanted to play a quick match.
Okay, so earning boost is one thing, but to win, you need to steal it.
I need to steal it.
Battle with your competitors by rubbing, slamming.
See over here, boys.
And grinding with them.
I'm gonna grind your mom.
You'll get a quick boost fix, and you can use it immediately to mix things up. If you want to take a bigger risk, try taking down your competition. Takedowns are when you wipe out one of your rivals, and if you do it, you'll grow your boost and fill it.
Why do we have to sit through this?
But if you get taken down, your boost bar gets taken down too. Okay, something new is Crash Aftertouch. If and when you
God damn, guys. Like, how much fucking exposition do you need to give somebody? Like, can we just not skip this? I know I'm complaining because I know the obvious answer.
Aftertouch takedowns, or to help you get to the places other crashers can't reach. That was a public service announcement brought to you by Crash FM.
Great, now shut the fuck up. Alright, let's give it a shot. Ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's go for it. See if I remember how to play this game. Here we go. It's been a long time. Eat my ass. There we go. Yep, alright, alright. I will eat your mother. I will eat her vagine. With a can of... Oh, man. This guy's good. I need the boost! Yes! I want to eat you both! Ah! I can catch him. I can catch him. It's been a long time. It's been like 10 years. Okay, give me a break. I gotta work on the drifting. Alright, I think I can drift around this pretty good. Here we go. Nope, nope, too far. Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yep, 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 yep. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh, no! I suck! Oh, Jesus! Alright, alright, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him. I'll catch up. There he is. I see him up there. the best. How did that not nail him? I see him up there. I can get him. I can get him. I can get him. I will eat your grandmother. Give me some boosts. Oh, there he is. Hello, old bully. Yeah. No, no, I missed him. I missed him. No, I didn't. Final stretch. This has got to be it. One more lap. Oh. Okay, let's do it. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now he's mine. I will jizz on your mother's boobs. I will jizz on them. Yes! No! No! Yes! 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 Oh, okay. Oh, yes! Oh, psyched him out. Fuck. I think Burnout 3, honestly, it is the pinnacle of Burnout games. Okay, we're almost there. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Ah, shit! He's gonna win. No, he's not. Get into the booster wiener. Booster. Fuck! I've lost, everyone. I've lost. Get out of the way, Grandpa. Jesus fucking Mary and Joseph. Come on, give me some juices. I need some juice. Look, yep, that was a near miss. Thank you. Boom. Boom. Thank you. Now I've got... Nah, it's over. It's over. Good effort. Good effort. Fourth. Okay. Fuck this Xbox. I'm throwing it away. I'm throwing it away, and there's nothing any of you can do. Well, here's the truth. Here's the fact of life. We have... I don't know why this is not playing. I don't know why I can't hear this. Is the audio not working anymore? Are the MP3s not playing? Are they not... Yeah, they're playing. Okay. Well, here's the fact of life. Can you hear me? Jesus, is this working? Yes. You guys can hear me, right? Am I audible? Yes. I feel like we need to just stop, grab some capacitors, or just replace the drive, make sure everything's buttoned up nicely. There is something funky going on with this drive. I don't know what it is. I'm going to recap it. That 5-volt motor, though, that pulls the drive in and out. When I speed the motor up, the board doesn't like it. But the good news is we fixed it. Other than the optical drive, we have fixed the main board. We've replaced the power transistor a couple times now, and we did a really cool bodge with a through hole PNP. And we stuffed it on there, and my goodness, it looks factory. So that's pretty cool. I would say that tomorrow we're going to jump back onto this. And we have other things to install. You know, this was just sort of troubleshooting and getting things lined up, but we've got to do this. We've got to install this piece of shit. So let's get that going tomorrow. We'll put a new drive in. We'll do that on camera, of course. And then we will install the, unfortunately, the Stellar mod chip. We'll be installing that. And we will be, I don't know. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. See, this is what I don't know about. If we install Stellar and we install the Xbox HDMI, does that necessarily mean that this drive has to go away? Like, I kind of like to keep the old drive in here because it's fun. Like the Xbox Media Center and all this, does this have to go? Does this have to go away? Or do we have to start from scratch? Do we have to format a drive from scratch? Do we have to build a drive from scratch? I know, I don't like Stellar. I think it sucks too, personally. There's a lot of things that... The reason Stellar sucks is the idea of Stellar is fantastic. But unfortunately, all the things that were sort of promised and the things that were advertised didn't get delivered until like a year later, 6 months later. And a lot of things, some things, still haven't been delivered. So I can't in good conscience ever recommend Stellar to anyone. Especially when you have things like OpenXenium that can run all sorts of things. BIOS, that's just phenomenal. Hopefully that will be patched to be more... how is that going, BIOS, with being patched to use the HDMI stuff? I hope that happens because BIOS is amazing. It's an amazing alternative. It's the best. Absolutely, it's the best. Well, thank you. Thank you to everyone who quickly spat off data sheets. And thank you so much for the people who took the part numbers on the camera and translated those into something that we could look at. Thank you, Harcroft, for helping me and showing me that power transistor. That was a big help. And I'm going to go eat, and I'm going to go try to find this. And tomorrow, if you guys want to come back, I could use some more of your help. Harcroft is the real G, for sure. But we're doing good. We're doing great. And Hostile 7 has... I've got a chip on my shoulder I can't remove. I'm so sorry. I hope that you see a priest about that. And thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. We'll have fun. I want to clean up, get some food, find a drive. We'll continue where we left off. Take it easy. See you next time, which will be tomorrow. Retro RGB fucks huge, large